Stepped into Dave's dimension so wild, where chaos rules and sanity's exiled. Tech toys and gadgets fill the air. Superheroes talk without a care. In this realm of wires and might, late night sessions feel so right. Insanity's dams we all embrace. A smile found on every.
Hey guys, welcome back again to Dave's Dimension. Welcome back again for, well, another live stream, guys. That's right. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute since I've done a live. I know content's been a little bit slow, but we've been running around doing a lot of things. Of course, Ride for Roswell. So we've been busy. Want to say hello to anyone who's in the chat. We got Tony of the North Ontario Ghostbusters. Go ahead and follow him. Check him out. Guys, it's been a minute, so I wanted to kind of touch base to let you guys know what's going on, what's crazy, what's insane, what's deranged in the brain. So, been doing a lot of things. Ride for Roswell, of course. We did that in June. The ride itself, the fundraiser, it was an amazing success, obviously, thanks to so many people out there. Dre, the Collector Safe Space, Oz, of course, at the Clubhouse, and so many more. I mean, I can't listen. I could spend an entire stream just mentioning everybody. But it was an amazing. Anytime we're raising money for cancer research, it's always an amazing turnout, because that's money that Ride for Roswell and Roswell Park wouldn't have had otherwise. The ride itself, though, not the greatest situation. Usually I've done the Canadian routes in previous years. They did a Niagara Falls route this year. And sadly, some of the organization and directions caused me and a few others to kind of have a much longer route than we were supposed to have. So yeah, that's a whole other thing to get into, but we're not going to get into that. What I want to get into is, what is the state of the dimension? What is going on? What is going on with me? What's going on with me? I've been losing some weight, so I'm still got some junk in the trunk, but been working on a few things, rearranging the dimension. I still have to do some cleaning behind me. You can see I got some cases right here with some of my Ghostbuster equipment, and I have a different case for my camera equipment as well. And I'm trying to reorganize things. You can see I have both packs behind me. And by the way, I'm actually going to do a little refresher on the Flux Pack, because just over a week and a half from now, I'm going to be wearing the Flux Pack again. We're going to be wearing it down to Steel City Con. So if anyone out there who follows the channel is going to be at Steel City Con, please reach out to me. Message me on Instagram at Daves_Dimension, or email me at davesdimension78@gmail.com. Me and Mrs. Dimension will be hitting up Steel City Con. She will be doing her Ravager outfit from Guardians of the Galaxy, because Karen Gillan of Jumanji, Doctor Who fame, and of course Nebula from the MCU is going to be there. So originally we were going to be doing, I was actually going to be doing an outfit change in the same day, because originally they're going to have Karen Gillan, who is Amy Pond from Doctor Who, Arthur Davrill, who was, of course, Rory Pond, and also, if you're a fan of the CW DC Legends of Tomorrow, he was Captain Rip Hunter in the first couple seasons. He's also been on the UK the original version of Broadchurch, and a whole bunch of other hosts of different shows. And he's done a lot of Doctor Who audiobooks as the 11th Doctor. And they were going to have Jenna Coleman. Now, if you're not familiar with Jenna Coleman, she's played Johanna Constantine. She's played, of course, Clara Oswald from Doctor Who, and she was actually in the MC. She's technically canon for the MCU. She was one of Bucky's girlfriends in the beginning of Captain America: First Avenger. She was going to be there. There was going to be a photo op with all three of them. Me and my wife are Whovians. We're Doctor Who fans. But sadly, Jenna Coleman had to cancel, which it sucks. It sucks. It sucks. But we are kind of going to rework a few things. So my wife is going to be going to, sure, her main goal is an autograph from Karen Gillan and possibly a tableside photo. That's what we're hoping. From everything I've read online, we should be able to do a tableside photo. So we'll see what happens. I, on the other hand, will be trooping as a Ghostbuster, but I am rocking my Flux Pack. So I will be in my regular Ghostbuster gear, my regular uniform that I would normally wear with my usual franchise here in Buffalo. But I am also going to be wearing my Flux Pack because the one, the only, the prop master extraordinaire, Adam Savage, is going to be there. So I figure, like, okay, he's going to be there. You know what? I'm going to have to bring the Flux Pack. I mean, I've had a lot of people tell me that they love the Flux Pack, how it looks in person, how, just seeing it function in person, the sound effects, how I swapped out the audio files, the little bits and pieces that I threw onto there to kind of make, kind of give it its own little flavor. So my goal is to go meet Adam Savage, get an autograph, maybe a photo. It'd be cool if I can maybe throw my pack on him. We'll see what options are out there, but I really want to get his input on that. And plus, I have a few items that I want to gift him. So we'll see what happens with that. We'll also see if Steel City Con will allow me to record that interaction. So we'll see what happens, guys. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, But what am I going to be using for camera gear? Oh, I got my DJI set up, Now, this is a regular case I found on Maker World that I 3D printed. And no, I did not use PETG. I actually used regular PLA, and it seems to work pretty fine. I found a separate plate label for DJI Action 5 because that's what I actually have inside. Of course, I got my DJI Mic Mini right here. Now, I love this little attachment. This is something where you can just put it onto like a regular backpack strap, or I don't know, a Proton Pack strap, and you can connect any action camera, GoPro, whatever you have. You can connect that right on there, so it's almost like having a body camera. Of course, we got our cage, our small rig cage. I really do love small rig. We have, of course, our DJI Action 5. Got a couple extra batteries, a few accessories. You guys, if you don't know, I love this little attachment. You might say, Dave, what the hell do you have there? This is a fun little attachment that turns my small rig. Turn that around. Actually turns my small rig into a regular camera. So literally I can take photos right here like that. Of course, I got my extra memory cards. You got to have your extra memory cards, guys. In case you need extra space, you got your batteries. So I have this. And of course, I did print a bigger one for my GoPro, because maybe I'll have both cameras running. Got our extra wires, of course, for downloading your video or charging. Got my GoPro, which is, this is a it's like a little tripod, power bank, and if you have this plugged into your GoPro, it's a controller too. I really love this. Of course, I got my GoPro Hero 11, and yes, I did print my own little cover right there. We got the media mod right here. I do have my extra mics. These mics, got them on Amazon. They work great. We got our chargers. We got our batteries. We even have our lights if we really need it. At a con, you're not really going to need it so much. But yeah, we are, I guess you could say I'm kind of going minimalist when it comes to accessories, Now, for the batteries, for the mics that I just showed here, I do have a nice little multi-port adapter. So if you have something like a GoPro, you can plug that right into the 3.5mm media mod jack. You have your USB Type-C, and you have your Lightning connector. So this literally goes into everything. You do need to charge this up, so you can do that. But yeah, I have pretty much my camera gear is kind of minimalized. And again, I printed this right on Maker World. Giggity. Hey, let's look in the chat. Let's see. We got Tony going on, and it looks like we just had the one, the only El Jefe, El Presidente, the man, the myth, the camera master himself, nerd affiliated, in the chat. Yeah, it's been a while since I did a live, so I felt like, I kind of needed to do a live. And I also wanted to brush off maybe some of the cobwebs, because this coming Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern, simulcasting on both Dave's Dimension and the Outer Dimension podcast channel. The Outer Dimension podcast is back this coming Saturday, guys. So 9 p.m. Eastern. Don't worry, you're not going to miss, SummerSlam? You're not going to miss that, because I think that starts at 3 p.m. Eastern, guys. So, but yeah, me and Dre we're coming back live. We're going to be talking some heroes. We're doing the Summer of Heroes. We are looking at possibly a certain Capes Wonder, a friendly neighborhood hero, and also a very epic journey, if you will. So if you can guess those clues, you kind of know. And the same actors, actually 3 of the same actors are in two of those movies, which is kind of weird. So yeah, we got that coming up on Saturday. So please join us. Dre and I, we haven't done a live since Stream for the Cure. I think that's the last live we were both on. And also, Dre, the Collector's Safe Space, I believe he's going to be, I saw on Instagram, he is actually starting up a little podcast, I think on Sunday with, let me see if I can pull that up in the Instagrams. I want to pull that up, show a little love for Dre. Let me see if I can pull that up. Yeah, so coming this Saturday or this Sunday, I believe the very first episode is August 2nd. Let me just share the screen, guys. It's been a while since I did this. I'm so out of practice. So that's right. 8 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, August 2nd. Dre and Tats and Toys, the new pod they're working with Dre of the Collector's Safe Space, where representation matters, culture pop. So please go ahead and check it out. Show some love to them, guys. Okay. Now, Tats and Toys, he came on our stream for the Cure. Great time. He even won some prizes. So please go ahead and check that out. That's right. August 2nd, 9 p.m. Eastern. Streamed on YouTube on Tats and Toys and also Dre the Geek Dad channels. So go ahead, please check them out. Please give them a follow and like. Right on Instagram, it is at Tats, that's TATZ _N _toys with a Z at the end. And also Dre the Geek Dad, all is one word, on Instagram. Please go ahead and follow them. Give them a follow. It's a brand new podcast, some brand new content, some brand new views. So go ahead and please check them out, guys. That would mean a whole lot to us. I shouldn't say us, but it means a lot to me. I mean, Dre's my brother from another mother like no other. Now, Archer, how are you feeling, man? If you're still in the chat, man, if you want to jump in, there is a link I can shoot in case anyone wants to join the conversation. Let me just throw the link just in case anyone feels froggy like they want to join us. There we go. So if anyone feels like the need to join, there's a link. You don't have to. Don't feel obligated. But Archer, man, you must be tired, because Archer was all the way in San Diego, working San Diego Comic-Con with another content creator. The man was Johnny on the spot with the cameras. I'm sure you must be tired, Archer. He's doing there he goes. Doing some editing right now. Think I'll be editing for the next 6 months. I mean, yeah. I mean, you were busy. And you know what? By the way, Archer's just not. He's not only a content creator. He is not only a YouTuber. he is not only a real nerd buster, he is not only a cosplayer, he's not only a 3D printer, he is also a Green Lantern. That's right. Green Lantern Archer. Or should we say Green Lantern Nerd affiliated? I mean, how should we pronounce that? I mean, Earth has the most Green Lanterns. We got John Stewart, we got Guy Gardner, we got Kyle Rayner. I mean, we got so many, and now adding to the ranks is Archer. Archer has his own Green Lantern ring. He became a Green Lantern at San Diego Comic-Con. I mean, come on. Who needs a Power Ranger when you have a Green Lantern ring? I mean, I don't have one. I have to get one though. I have to get one at some point in time. I really do. I'm a little bit jelly. I am. Right? See, everyone's jealous. Everyone is jealous. Let me see if I can pull up Archer's content. Why'd you have to do that? Apparently a couple of the actors from K-Pop Demon Hunters is going to be a Fan Expo Canada. I will be missing it because me and Mrs. Dimension are doing Steel City Con this year. But let me see if I can pull up Archer's. Because I'm going to guess some of your photos were on your Hey Archer. Some of it, no. Oh, hey Archer, if you're still in the stream, where were you posting some of your IG photos? Was that on Hey Archer, Book of Archer, or Nerd Affiliated, or Real Nerd Busters? Let a brother know. The man has so many Instagrams. He has a different Instagram for each day of the week, guys. I am not crapping you. I am being for reals. The man's got more IGs than anything else. See here. Yeah. Okay. So let me pull this up. Showing some love to the Nerd Affiliate. So yeah. There you go. Getting all the photos at San Diego Comic-Con himself. Captain America. Incognito. Steve Rogers growing the beard and putting the glasses on so he doesn't, so he's not recognizable, There you go. Peggy Carter. Oh man. There you go. We got the Punisher himself, Joe Bernthal, who is in currently Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey and Spider-Man No Way Home, which I will be seeing this Saturday morning. We got, did I skip over? And I mean, come on. Archer did it. He did it. He took a photograph of John Cena. Nobody can see John Cena, but Archer saw him. He took a picture of John Cena with John Cena's, picnic table pattern suit right there. And of course, the man, the myth, this man should have been a Green Lantern. I don't care what anybody says. Our boy Common should have been a Green Lantern. I don't care what anybody says. Fight me on that. I am looking forward to Lanterns. Oh, look at it. A little Gunpla love right there. A little sprinkle that Gunpla right there. A little RX-78s. Ooh. Hey. Our new Black Panther. The Legacy Continues. That's what they should call it. Black Panther, The Legacy Continues. Or The Legacy Returns. I don't know. Something like that. I think that would be pretty cool. Little Star Trek love. Starfleet Academy Season 2. Showing some love. And Marvel. Is that? No, that's the Hot Toy, isn't it? The Hot Toys are coming out, man. Ian McKellen. Hot Toys, and I know 5 people who've already told me that they're definitely getting this Scott Summers Cyclops Hot Toys. My only concern would be the soft goods of the leather jacket. We know in the past leather jackets can pill, they can fall apart. So that's going to be the real testimony will this coat be the same victim as others in the past? Stay tuned. Stay tuned, boys. Come on. Archer doing a little flex, showing a little love for the real Nerd Busters with the slime shirt right there at San Diego Comic Con. We got Doctor Doom. A screen used Scott Summers Cyclops outfit. I'm not too crazy about the slim visor, but hey, I'll make allowances. I'll make allowances, guys. What about you? Are you guys excited for Doomsday? I know I am. I'm more excited for Spider-Man right now. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna love Doomsday, but I'm a Spidey fan at heart, so I'm really looking forward to Brand New Day. Plus, Brand New Day is just the end of the week. I mean, let's be honest. These outfits are looking fire. The costumes, totally on fire. What else we got going on? Damn, Scott Summers is looking old as James Marsden. The cinematic Scott Summers. Or do more people relate him to Sonic now? What do you think? Do you think more people recognize James Marsden from X-Men, or do you think that they recognize him more with Sonic the Hedgehog movies? Let me know in the comment section below, guys. Here we go. We got the man, the myth, the forger of everything and anything in the universe, Millennium Workshop. I like the visor in the first. In the first one, he had that dial, right? He had that dial on his visor, which that made sense. Like you would have control over like the wider the beam. You want to make it more of a finite straight beam. You had functionality on it, and I think that kind of made sense. Like, hey, how would Scott do that? Is he just doing it with his mind, or we had that dial on there, and I think that made a hell of a lot of sense, personally. Tony's voting for X-Men movie. There you go. Forgot he was in X-Men. Yeah, a lot of people did. A lot of people forgot because after the X-Men movies, he did like some rom-coms and was it some Ever After or some like fairy tale thing. He did a couple of those. He did was it the show on Hulu where he played the president or something like that. He's done a few things here and there, but I mean, like, X-Men was like the top echelon. Is that how you say it? He was like the top of the crust on that, and also with Sonic. Other than that, people really forget who he is or where he is. Tony's saying hello to Rex, Millennium Workshop. Rex, man, just some of the stuff that he comes out with is just kind of it's killer. It really is. What else we got going on? We got some Star Trek love going on. We got Worf himself on the upper portion of that screen, and then the lower portion we got George Takei. Oh my! Yeah, it made sense. I know people who made the first. Oh, there you go. There's a flex. There's a flex because Tony knows people in the industry, of course, knows people who made the very first visor, and it really did make sense. It totally made sense that you would have controls. It's just a thing. Let me see what else we got going on. Okay, let's talk about this, guys. Those who are in the chat, I'm sorry. I can't sign off on this. I can't co-sign Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider. I told my wife this news, and she friggin' lost it, and not in a good way. Even she can't co-sign this. When both dimensions cannot co-sign something, I mean that's saying something. Okay, I mean he is the obligatory kind of like I have not seen the recent movie that he did where he's like stranded in space with a rock creature. I have interest in it. I just hadn't seen it, but I'm not a Gosling fan. Okay, I have not, like him and Jake Gyllenhaal, I'm not really fans of. It takes a lot for me to watch a movie with either of them in it. I did not see Barbie. That's not my jam. It's not my jam, baby. I'm sorry. It's just not my jam. It really isn't. And I can't. I mean, I guess he I imagine he's going to be Johnny Blaze and not a different Ghost Rider. I mean, me and my wife had the discussion. They, I know there's other people who a lot of fans would love to see as Ghost Rider, but they're so much older that would they last through two or three sequels, potentially speaking. Not Nicolas Cage. Don't get me wrong, Nicolas Cage was okay in the Ghost Rider that he did. I know there was two. Second one was just you could tell it was made by a completely different studio, different budget altogether. Okay, yeah, I will bring that up. You hating? No, I'm not hating the Canadian talent. I'm hating the Gosling talent. Okay, I was not a fan of him in Blade Runner 2049. Okay, I was not overly a fan of him. I'm just not a fan of him personally. Okay, I personally can't stand him. It has nothing to do with the Canadians. Okay, Canadians, I have nothing but love for Canada. Okay, I'm right on the friggin' border, and let's be honest, Canada has punched out so much comedic talent over the past 4 or 5, hell, 6 decades. Okay, nothing but love for Canada. Okay, first and foremost. Okay, Glenn Powell, I could actually go with that. I can actually co-sign that. Okay, I actually thought he was really good in Running Man, believe it or not. Okay, Glenn Powell, he's not one of my top favorites, but I could co-sign him. I would rather co-sign him than the Gosling. I'm just sorry. I'm just saying. I'm not a Gosling fan. Sean Levy, Ryan Reynolds, yeah, freaking Rick Moranis, 100%. 100 freaking percent. Ladies and gentlemen, Rick Moranis came to San Diego Comic Con. Everyone gave him a friggin' standing ovation because he's Rick Moranis. Okay? To come back after leaving the industry for so many years for his family, you can't fault him for that. Nothing but love and respect for him. After his wife had passed away, he decided he was going to be a father. He decided he wanted to be a full-time father for his kids. So nothing but love for him. But yeah, I can't see him as Ghost Rider. I'm hoping that Marvel proves me wrong. But here's the thing: we announced Ghost Rider now. We're not going to see anything until 2028, and that depends on what time of year in 2028 is going to be the absolute end of 2028. That's the question. And again, if anyone wants to hop on, we have the link in the chat. I can drop the link again if anyone wants to drop their opinions live and on screen or on audio. You're more than welcome to do that. He was so good on Goosebumps and Breaker. Oh, that is hilarious. That is friggin' hilarious. Thank you, Tony. I needed a good laugh like that because I remember Breaker High. Yes, Rogue Demon, I am back, and no force in the universe can stop me. Yeah, everyone saying hello to everyone. Rick from Left Coast Graphics, because we all know that the best coast is the left coast, right, Rick? I hope you're doing well, man. I know it's been a minute since I've been on live. Just focusing on live, trying to find a good balance. And also, I will be doing build streams very soon. Because I'm on a bit of a blocky kick. Been picking these up at Walmart or wherever I can get them. We got the Thor blockies. We got Captain America. And we do have Iron Man. These blocky kits. These blocky kits are real fun. I will tell you guys that. They are real fun. These you can get for around $20. But I also have some other ones, guys. I have some other ones. Of course, we got Spider-Man from the Rivals. We also have Deadpool and Wolverine. But I also did give me some big ones. Let's actually move the slideshow for a moment so you guys can get a better view. So I did give me some big ones, some big blockies. These are going to be like maybe a stream or two to build. So I am planning on doing some streams, some build streams, We got some Venom. We got some Transformer blockies. We got a whole bunch to do. Yeah, that is right. Let me just scroll. Let me go through a few here. Rick Moranis is he's an international treasure. Let's just put it that way. Rick Moranis is a international treasure because he is Canadian. You hoseheads, eh? Oh yeah, you hosers. But did you hear about yes, I have heard about Captain Spaulding. Now Gosling got his gig, got this gig because he has been at FanFest for many years, and he and Levy worked together. And Starfighter, yeah, it's all about who you know. Let's be honest, it's all about who you know. Yes, they have. I've been seeing those at my local WalMarts as well. They've been having some little like little cardboard islands where you have the Star Wars blockies. They have the troopers where you can either do Luke or Han, I believe. They have a few. You can do a Vader. You can do a few others. I've been thinking about getting those. Right now, I have about seriously, I probably have about 15 or 16 blocky kits right now. So I'm kind of on a blocky kit kick, if you will. I also got the one blocky kit I have on my shelf over here. You can't see because it's buried with some other stuff. I have Megatron. I have a blocky kit that's Megatron on his throne. I can't wait to build that. But I got Optimus Prime from Transformers Prime. I almost lost it. I'm like, how much? Here's my wallet. Take it. So I do have a lot of kits I'm going to be building. A lot. And now I have hiccups. Whoa. But, so Dave's Dimension is going to be all over the place. I'm going to try and film some content on our way down to Steel City Con. During Steel City Con. And also, I want to do some. Actually, I got some new attachments. I got a variable lens for my Action 5. Now, what is a variable lens? It's one lens that will allow you to adjust it for different filters. Instead of having the multiple filters, this will allow you to kind of just change it. This is designed specifically for the Osmo Action 3, 4, and 5 Pro, which I have. I have the 5 Pro. I love the 5 Pro. I've got some pretty good video off of it. I'm still trying to, balance everything out, learn what I need to learn. I got a lot of my accessories. Let me just put this down. My brave little boy. And I blame Archer. I really do. If it wasn't for Archer, I wouldn't have gotten the DJI Action 5, which my DJI mics sync perfectly up to. So my game plan is I'm going to have this attached to my body, my person, and I'm going to have my mic synced up. And hopefully, I'm hoping I can get Adam Savage to, I don't know, maybe record the interaction. I'll see how sneaky I can get, and we'll see if it works or not. But seriously, like I've been kind of expanding. I shouldn't say expanding, but maybe like reorganizing, recalibrating the dimension, if you will. You can see everything's still in the same space. I do have to pull out the flux pack. I need to do a nice thorough cleaning on it, and I need to get ready for not just wearing it, but taking it down to Pittsburgh. And hopefully we won't have any issues, any conundrums. So there we go. What I love about this is this snaps right on like this, and I can literally I can do like photos right there. I love the nice robust rope I have on here that you're not going to get off of. Nobody's going to rip this off from you. You can treat this like a regular camera or connect this to some other devices, some other attachments. I love it. So I mean, it's not a, it doesn't have to be always about the DSLR cameras. It doesn't have to be about having the most expensive and the latest greatest. There are other things you can do. That's what I love. Like when Archer was showing that he had recorded this amazing, tons of amazing content, maybe a year or so ago, and he did it on the DJI Action 5, and I'm like, seriously, this is amazing. This is a game changer, and I love that. I mean, this connects right on here, magnetic, right? Hold this down. There's a little lever under here, right? This just slides in, bam, it's portable. You take it on the go. And I just love this. I use this in New York City. In fact, I removed all the video content I had on here, all the pictures. I still need to do a little upload, a little editing to do a little slideshow of everything I saw when I went to the Intrepid, which was fun. For me, that was really big and personal on many levels since my father was in the armed services. And he wasn't in the Air Force or the Navy, but still, we watched a lot of movies. And on that ship, you have the SR-71. You have F-14 Tomcat. You have, the Falcons from the Iron Eagle movie in there. You got so much in there. They have the Space Shuttle Enterprise. There's a lot of great, amazing things to check out and to walk on an aircraft carrier, to walk through it and just see all the amazing awesomeness. That's a whole other thing onto itself, guys. But I will be doing several streams where I am building these kits. Now, are these a replacement for Marvel Legends? Of course not. But I've built some of the Transformer blockies, the Transformer ones in the Champion series like this. They're fun. They're easy. Okay? You don't have to be a trained expert. You can have a bunch of fun with them. And that's what I love about them, when you can have a fun experience building and you're not like because I've built Gundam kits with other content creators. And oh, hello there. Hello there. Tony. He's all the way live. Or is he? No sound, Tony. Check your mic. Mic, check. Mic. Hey, Mike. Tony hasn't gone live for a while, so he's going to play with his microphone just a little bit.
Test.
Oh, there you go.
Now?
Yes, we can hear you. So what's up?
Can you hear me now? There we go.
Can you hear me? There he is. Brought to you by the good people at Dave's Dimension. We have Tony.
Not much.
So what's up? So yeah, I'm on a Blockies kick. I have like 15 different kits right now.
I have a delay.
You have a delay? Are you watching this on YouTube? I'm not hearing any delays with Tony.
No.
I
have it on my phone though.
Wah. Yeah, because if you're watching it, if you're watching YouTube, you'll see a delay. That's the problem right there. And by the way, while Tony's checking his systems, we are not sponsored. We are not affiliated, but I am a avid fan of the Tools and Talents, and they have their own hot sauce right now. The Heat 'em Up hot sauce. Go ahead and check out Tools and Talent Props on Etsy or on their own website. And please go ahead and check them out and support them. They make some amazing, amazing products, including what I still have yet to put on my 84 pack. The nice aluminum, if you will. The nice hard metal aluminum, shiny, so shiny V-hook that you can put on your 84 Hasbro Proton packs. It's definitely a major upgrade. And if you're upgrading your 84 Proton pack, you might as well get yourself the hardware set for your Alice frames to mount right on to your 84 Proton pack. Both of these, well, all three of these are available through Tools and Talent Props. So go ahead and please check them out, guys. They have the latest and greatest in Ghostbuster upgrade gear. So check them out, guys. Again, I'm not affiliated. I am not associated with them, but I'm a big fan. But that's all I can say about that, guys. Tony might come back in. We do have the link in the chat in case anyone wishes to jump on. But yeah, I've been slowly upgrading some of my gear, kind of reorganizing things. I do have an Apache case from Harbor Freight that I can put all my gear in, but that becomes a little bit cumbersome, especially if you're traveling. So I printed these smaller little cases so I can be a little bit more portable, if you will. But again, guys, if you're just tuning in, don't forget this Saturday, the triumphant return of the Outer Dimensions podcast. Tony's back again. Let's bring him on. Hello?
Huh. Weird.
Huh. See? Huh.
Why can't I hear?
Coppers, you never catch me alive. Huh. What? Still getting that delay? Now, are you doing the audio through Talk Studio, or are you relying on the audio from from the I think you might be relying on the audio from your if you have a tab open for YouTube. Because what headphones are you using? What speakers are you using for Talk Studio?
No, I closed everything. I have it on my phone now.
Are you using Talk Studio link through
black
your phone?
This is so weird. I'm so sorry, Dave.
No?
No, on my computer.
Okay. And you don't have any tabs open. That's weird. Are you on Wi-Fi? Shouldn't matter. Because my computer's on Wi-Fi.
Oh my God. No.
Did you have this issue when we were doing the role play? The RPG?
No, I've changed rooms since the RPG. So that room that I was in is now the nursery.
I mean, really, who wants to have a kid? I mean, really. Going to hell for that one. Yes, I am. See? But guys, yes, while Tony's playing around with his, and by the way, I love the art behind you. That isn't Hue Forge, is it? The prints right behind your head? Are those prints behind you Hue Forge?
No.
Okay, because I've seen
what they are.
I've seen some patterns like that before where people have downloaded I was at recent con, we had a booth next to us where we had people doing similar art, and it was all 3D printed Hue Forge files. So I was wondering about that.
It
But
might be then. It probably is.
Probably. Now it's funny. Did you? I don't know if you saw the thumbnail for the stream today. So the internet really does know everything about you, and I'm going to show proof. I'm going to pull up some images. Let's see here. Will this work? Yeah. Okay. So I was playing with some thumbnails because Dre and I are coming back with the Outer Dimension podcast this Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Simulcasted on the Dave's Dimension YouTube channel and the Outer Dimension podcast. However, no, we don't want that. We don't want Ryan Gosling. Nobody does. Freaking poser. But so here we go. So I went to a specific. It's called Note GBT instead of Chat GBT, and I typed in Outer Dimension podcast, and it lets me upload an image. That's where the Dave and Dre here were uploaded from. And I typed in Outer Dimension podcast Summer of Heroes. That's all I typed. Those were all the prompts I did. But look what it does. We get kind of a shadowy looking Spider-Man, right? We get a little shadowy looking Spider-Man right here. We get some kind of dark hero here. This is almost like a weird kind of like monster Guyver looking creature. We get T-Rex. We get the friggin' Death Star in the background. Summer of Heroes, but we get the Death Star in the background. I don't get that. We get a Godzilla. I'm not too sure what this is. This is like some kind of weird kaiju, kind of Guyver looking creature. We get Mando, or this could be Boba Fett. There's no antenna, so I'm going to say that this is Mando. We get a weird looking kind of Garaka like armored creature here. This could be like Black Panther. It could be Batman, or it could even be what's his name? I'm blanking on his name. Justice Society. I'm blanking on his name right now. Wildcat. But it throws in an Ecto-1 here. With no Ghostbuster prompts, it throws in an Ecto-1 of some kind. And it actually says Ecto-1 right on the license plate. I was like, that's frigging hilarious. I mean, there's nothing that really shouts Ghostbusters. There's nothing that shouts Ghostbusters here. I had no Ghostbuster prompts, but it throws an Ecto-1. Okay? So you tell me, does the internet really know who you are? It does. Oh, that's not what I want. So this was what I did today. I just simply uploaded a photo of me wearing sunglasses, but it removed the sunglasses and it threw me this was like part of a photo. Now in the photo I'm actually wearing a Buffalo Ghostbuster patch, but it removed the Buffalo Ghostbuster patch and put in a regular Ghostbuster patch on here. I find that very interesting. Okay. Now, the photo I uploaded does have a picture of me in the background here. And behind one of my shelves, I do have, like you see right here, this is a regular Ghostbuster patch, right? But let's take a look at this. There is a Ladder 8. This is not how the Ladder 8 license plate looks, though. But it did its own AI version. We get a California Ecto-1, which I don't have anything like that in the background. The only thing close is I have an Ecto-88 license plate in the background. It also somehow picked up a Nintendo controller. There is nothing like that in the background. Okay? Like right here, you can see a Nintendo controller. This looks like some kind of a game cartridge. We get Slimer here, right? There's all these. We got the Ecto-1A, which some of these license plates are behind me. There is a Rocket, but this one says Docket 88. I have the weathered Ecto-1 license plate in the background. But we get like these little creatures, and there's like an arcade in the background, and there's another Ecto. Now, again, all I did was upload a photo of me, and I just typed in the prompts, Dave's Dimension, dimensional download thumbnail. And this is what it came up with. And I thought, I'm like, okay, this actually looks pretty awesome, if you ask me. So this is the thumbnail me and Dre are using for this week. Outer Dimensions podcast, Summer of Heroes. I like that. And they really kind of amped up the images a little bit, right? Here's another one where I did the prompt, Outer Dimensions podcast. I love the little swirl, like Stargatey kind of effect going on here. The battle hardened hero. But what's up with like me being like, or this was me or whoever it is. This is like New York City. So this is like what, like Coney Island and such. Again, the only prompts I did was Outer Dimensions podcast, Summer of Heroes.
Coney Island from...
Well, like, there you go. Ugh. That's Dave. My buddy Dave from David's Life. So I accidentally mistyped this as outer dimension and not outer dimensions, but I really love this look where it looks like me and Dre are just taking on all the baddies of the universe. And the sad thing is when you do a prompt, if you try and recreate it, you can't recreate it. You know? Huh? What was that?
No,
David's still on the delay. But like there, some people talk about ChatGPT, but this NoteGPT, you can upload images and you can do some pretty amazing stuff on it. They let you do some free ones, but then eventually you have to pay for it. But I'm like, you know what? I was like, and look what they did with my logo. I uploaded my logo into it, and like they just kind of like amplified it. I love this like gold energy effect going on here too. I'm like, what AI can do is pretty damn dangerous if you ask me. Very dangerous. Let me just go ahead and we're going to peel that back. There we go. But Tony, what do you have going on? Do you have like any events going on with the North Ontario Ghostbusters? We'll wait about 3 minutes for him to respond.
I right now have taken a step back from the group a little bit.
Okay. For life purposes, I'm assuming.
Just trying to get everything ready with the family and everything. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hey, I stepped back from YouTube for a good minute, and there's been several events that I, with my team, that I did not participate in because, just trying to do stuff with life. I mean, things at work in fact, my job, there's things at my job that's going to be changing within the next month. So I have a new schedule that I'll have to get used to. So there's some changes everywhere. I have a lot of, like, I'm not really 3D printing stuff right now. I mean, well, I printed some cases, but like my printers are off right now. I have a technical issue I need to resolve. The technical issue is on certain prints, I'm getting bleed through. Because the Stay Puffs I print, right? I'm getting a bleed through effect because the black with the eye is bleeding through when it prints. Now, one person could say, well, hey, you can just print them as one solid white piece, and then you have to print. Oh. Then you have to print the blue band on the hat, right? Like for example, well, this is the glow in the dark one. That won't work. Here we go. So, here's one of the mini puffs. Isn't he a special? So you can see the black in the pupil, right? Well, if I print it, it's actually, you can see a faint black line that kind of comes across. So I'm trying to do like more walls to see if that will go through. That's not helping. Changing the infill, and so far nothing is helping with me. I did change the nozzle to see if that would have any bearing on it. But I can print other stuff without any kind of running coming through. Like here, like this plate right here. This is one piece that I printed on my other printer.
You have one with the running?
Not I threw it out because it was failure. So I don't have anything like right now. What I can do is I can print something again, and then I'll send you some images. But like, let me see. I might have some images on the old phone here. Let me see if I can pull something up. Turn my camera tracking off. There you go. Let's see if I have something. That's another thing. I gotta dump everything off my phone. Do 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 do. Okay, here. So here is an example. I don't know if this will come through. Probably not. So let's see here. So you probably can't see this because of the brightness. I will actually. I could probably send you an image through IG, but I don't know how well this is going to come through. Probably not. Let's see if I lower the. Okay, there you go. I lower the brightness. Can you see the lines? See, that's what I'm coming across with the eye and the mouth on certain prints. So it's like, how do I resolve that? Because it's something that just started to happen. I even went backwards on the firmware, and it's still happening. So it's got to be something physically that's happening now with the printing.
It's only certain. It's
well, because of white shows, white will come through. Because like with this, you can't see any kind of running because it's just, think of it two-dimensionally. This is nice and flat, right? This is nice and flat, so you're not going to see it. It just changes between, and you don't see any kind of running with it sideways because the border of it is nice and thick and gold. Whereas with this is a smaller piece. Even on the larger ones, I'm having the same issue. Now, what I might have to do is I did replace the nozzles with non-bamboo nozzles. So I'm going to buy a bamboo nozzle, replace it, and see if I'm still having the same issue. Because what I'm thinking is there could be an issue with where some of the black filament is somehow getting caught in it somehow. But to me, that doesn't make any sense. And I am using a prime tower.
Is it only the black, or is it happening with the mouth as well?
Well, I think it's mostly with the black. Now, one thought is I could try using different black PLA to see if it's coming through as much. Are you thinking that that's what the issue might be? Like certain black materials are running through the white more so than... yeah. But yeah, it's slowing down my productivity because I actually need to make batches of these for my team right now.
I think black...
Because like if I go to Amazon, let's go to our good old friend Amazon.
So I know. Okay.
Most of the
my mic is
okay. Your mic is okay. I'm sorry. Well, I buy like what's the most inexpensive on Amazon, which is usually Elegoo. So I might try and go with something else just to see if that turns out better. Does that make sense? Let me know when you catch up.
I know the ones that I made, I was having the same problem as you, and I just got rid of the black altogether. And I just painted in.
Yeah. I mean, I probably could. I just don't want to. Because it's just so easier when I can just do that and then just remove the supports. A little bit of sanding, a little bit of filing, and Bob's your uncle. I mean, that's great. And I actually have the larger Mega Puffs I showed you. I actually have someone locally who wants to purchase several of them to sell them in their shop. So I'm like, hey, if I can free up some, print up a few and then, get some money towards some more filament and, maybe get ahead on some of my payments because I'm still paying this bad boy off. So, and there goes everything. Great. I just lost everything that I had in that bucket, including the replacement switch for my Afterlife proton pack.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to find out where I put that switch because I still need to fix the Afterlife pack because right now I have a couple packs that are actually down. My Bennett Chem pack, but I actually want to sell that one. I'm going to see if people are interested in it and just sell it as is. The only thing is it needs a wand. It has GB fans electronics in there. It works perfectly fine. There is a Talon Cell power brick in there that I have a port running through the bottom of the pack where you can just plug in your charger and there you go. It does have a Bluetooth connected to the GB fans auxiliary board. It's an older board. So you can Bluetooth into it. It's just right now there is no Neutrona wand. That's the only thing. So I might put it out there on like Facebook for like maybe $500 or $600 to see if anyone's interested in it. It's got the GB fans set up where you can do the video game mode. So
Worth the try.
It's got a good solid speaker on it too. So that pack is just so heavy. With the Ben and Kent one, it's not the 3D printed one. It's the like the resin one. Sucker's heavy on me, but like I got spoiled with the with my 3D printed pack and with the 2 Hasbro packs. So it's just something. But yeah, I'm going to be doing more live streams. Now I'm not going to be doing a live stream every single week,
so
but maybe I might do a live stream every other week or maybe once a month. Dre and I are going to be doing Outer Dimension podcast. Dre also has a podcast with Tats and Toys that's going to be premiering this Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. So go ahead and please check them out. That will be on the Dre the Geek Dad channel and also on Tats and Toys. So please go ahead and follow them. Like I showed on IG, you can go ahead and check them out. And I will be I'm trying to figure out a day of the week where I can stream. My new work schedule that kicks in August basically makes it where I am not working at night anymore. Because usually Thursdays I'm working until 7 p.m. I'll only be working until 6 or 6:30, I think, on that day. Wednesdays I used to work until 9:05 p.m. I will only be working until about 5 or 5:30 that day. So I'll have my nights free again, which would be nice. But we'll see. I will pick a night once a week where I do that stream, where I do some kind of a stream. I'm going to try not to conflict with anybody else because I don't like doing that. I don't like going against my brethren, because like I don't like doing streams. That's why I'll never do a stream on Thursdays against Archer, because he's a friend. He's a good friend. He's helped me out a bunch of times. He's got his stream, Marvelous Collectibles, who does, he does a lot of wrestling content. He kind of goes almost parallel with Archer. And then, of course, there's our friends at the Generation X-Wing who do their Thursday streams every now and again. So I don't want to collide with them either. And, of course, they don't start until 10 p.m. Eastern, or 10 p.m.-ish Eastern. Just like they'll be going live tonight around 10 o'clock or so, right? Actually, let me see if I can pull them up really quick.
Yep.
Now,
they should be on.
Tony, are you ordering any of the Mondo? Any of the Mondo Ghostbuster materials that were unveiled this past week?
I am debating whether to order the Mondos.
See, here's my thing. Now, I told this to a few people, and they understand my reasoning behind it, because it's finances. Finances. Okay. So here's my thing. I saw the Spectral figures and I had them in hand at the Yes Have Some party. Okay. They look amazing. However, the fact that those Mondo decided to do the flip side, the People Busters. Don't get me wrong, the Spectral Ghosts from the Citizen Ghost episode, they are fantastic. However, Flipside was one of my favorite episodes of Real Ghostbusters of all time. Like, if I were to say what are my top 3, anything with Sam Hain, the Boogeyman, and Flipside, those are probably my 3 all-time favorites, because I remember watching them all the time over and over again. And me being the person that I am, the sci-fi, time-traveling, alternate dimension kind of nerd that I am, I mean, I friggin' love sliders. I love anything that takes like an alternate dimension look, Stargate did that plenty of times themselves. Anything that does like an alternate dimension look. I mean, imagine a world of the living dead, and they hunt people. It was a little funny that, they slapped Egon's face on it. So what was the first ghost that they caught? Was it Egon? Was like the first human they took out, the Egon of that dimension? Or did they kill Egon and he became the Egon that they have on their team? It makes you think. But like, I mean, like, just everything was just so weird. Like, the guy's packs did not work properly. The guy's packs did not work properly until you threw them into their version of the containment unit. And that's another thing. Mondo, are you going to release their version of the containment unit, which looked like a big metal monster just chomping at them? You know, and are you going to do something like that? And the fact that in that episode that we didn't have a Winston, but Mondo decided to take a little creative, artistic, creativity, and give us a Winston. And rumor has it it's going to be a 4-pack. So here's the thing: if that 4-pack is going to be the same price as the Spectral Ghosts, I'm sorry. As much as I want the Spectral Ghosts, I'm going to go with the flip side. I got to go with the People Busters because that hits me harder than anything else. That really hits me in the feels. It throws me back to having cereal or cold pizza on Saturday morning. It does that more so than the Spectral Ghostbusters. Don't get me wrong. The Spectral Ghostbusters look fantastic. They look great. I saw them in person. I saw that they glow in the dark. The marshmallow glows in the dark. So you put a little black light on your display, it's going to make them just pop. And plus you get the civilian, you get the human faces on each of them. So if you want to be that guy who does the the photography, you can pose the guys as their human selves in the khaki suits. So you can have like a comparison between, Hasbro and then with them. So you can do the comparisons, but the fact that Mondo also, they threw out the frigging Ecto-1. The fact that they showed an Ecto-1, it's killing me because people are talking $700 to $800 possibly for that Ecto. There's no lights or sounds, but it does something that Hasbro has not been able to do properly.
Well, I thought there was.
What? Lights and sounds? The display one that they showed at San Diego Comic-Con.
There was lights and sounds. Sorry.
The one at San Diego Comic-Con, it even shows that the display one that they showed was 3D printed. And it actually says that on the plate. But the fact of the matter is, like, how much, like, the fact that they can fit all the ghosts, all the busters inside. Because the front and the back seat are going to be like your bench seats, right? And then you have the side seat going along the driver's side, where they can actually show Janine and Lewis sitting back there, so you can fit 6 Mondo figures in the car, not counting Slimer hanging on the top of it, and that Slimer with his like slime just kind of like dripping out. I mean, they're freaking killing it. I mean, here's the thing: depending on how much that Ecto-1 costs, that's going to be my game day decision right there. Like, will I get that? But I mean, for one, they're definitely hitting me in the feels with the People Busters, and I'm probably going to get it. I'm probably going to get the People Busters, but like the other ones, I kind of have to hold off. The only other thing that they could do to really get me to spend more money, suited up Janine. Give me a suited up Janine, and I'm down. I passed on Janine with the desk because I really want suited up Janine, to be honest. Whether it's a pink outfit or the brown outfit, I don't care. I prefer the brown one. I actually told the guy at the Yes Have Some party, the Mondo rep. He says, "So, if we did a suited Janine, what would you prefer, pink or brown?" I said, "I want brown." Because she wore the brown suit in the first few times she was suited up. When there was that genie that was granting her wishes, right?
Yep.
And when she was the boss of the Ghostbusters, and when there was Sandman, Winston told Janine to dream of that she was a Ghostbuster, and then she was in that suit. She wore that suit several times. So for me, that's Janine. Yeah, the later one with the different voice actress, not a fan of the pink outfit, but hey, it's a thing. Hasbro came out with their Kenner offerings of Janine and Lewis, which, don't get me wrong, they look great, and I've seen them in person. They look amazing.
I pre-ordered 2 sets because I want to paint it.
I do want to pre-order. I want to order a set myself, but Mondo was like, "Here, hold my beer."
Yeah.
And they like forget the Ecto Glow Lewis with his little vehicle, and forget the 2-pack. Mondo's like, "Here, hold my beer." He comes up with like, "Oh, here's those spectral figures that we showed you guys. Oh, here's the People Busters. Oh, here's an Ecto one."
Yeah. They stole the show. They stole the show for sure.
They could have stole the show with just the People Busters. Let's be honest. We've never seen a People Buster figure ever. That alone would have just sufficed. But no, they're like, you know what? It's SDC. Hold our beer, hold our pizza, hold our wings. Bam! They just obliterated. They're like, Hasbro, who? What? Huh? I mean, they killed it. They killed it like dropping a fat kid on top of a Twinkie. I mean, they just obliterated it. Complete obliteration.
I think they definitely stole the show from Hasbro. But that's for sure.
Oh,
like Hasbro keeps dropping the ball when it comes to.
Well, they dropped the ball on a lot of stuff. That's why I don't collect Black Series anymore. I'm sorry, I'm not going to pay like almost $30 for a figure that has like one little accessory and that's it. At least with Marvel Legends, we get the occasional accessories. You know.
Well, exactly right.
I mean, Jubilee from X-Men '97. I mean, come on, this is fire right here, man. This is fire, and you get like a little like a soda pop that she can hold in her hand with a straw, which is just a repaint from when they did Peter B. Parker from Into the Spider-Verse. It was just a repaint accessory, but it works. It works.
It fits.
It works. At least we get alternate hands and webbing for Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Yep.
I do wish they had something a little extra that came with him, though.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
I wish we could have got, give us another Tom Holland head with it or something. They could have done something like they could have done like his mask peeled back and you just see like Tom's face. You could have done that. We already have Tom's face from No Way Home. They could have easily have done that. Mm-hmm. Easily they could have done that. I mean, I do like the texturing on here. You can see the actual spider emblem is not just painted on there; it's actually textured. Yeah, so I do appreciate that. The rest of it is painted. Let's be honest, but still, I think it looks pretty good. I wish they would have given us like a metallic finish, so we would have got the final swing from No Way Home.
I'll give you that.
I would have loved that. The whole maybe in a couple of years they'll be like, oh, here's the final swing, because I mean that kind of like that metallic finish to it.
It's like a satin shine. Yeah.
Yeah, just that beautiful kind of metallic, like this. It just popped, and we get the darker colors. Don't get me wrong, this is classic and modernized at the same time,
Yep.
But I would have liked it. And here's another question. Here's another thing for the collectors out there. Okay, so the most recent Punisher we have from the Punisher, like one shot, whatever, and from obviously Daredevil, has him with the beard, right? But I was gonna I saw that figure at Target. I was gonna get it this week, but I said no. Do you know why? This is why. Okay, it comes with an axe and comes with a shotgun. We already have him with an axe before, okay? But it comes with a shotgun. We didn't have the shotgun before. So it's tempting to get that, but he has a beard, okay? In the Daredevil series, he's got the beard, right? But in Spider-Man No Way Home, he's clean shaven. So the first Punisher we got with Joan Barathol is actually canon with how he's going to look in No Way Home, or Brand New Day, rather. So it's like, do I get that one? But what do I do? Do I head swap the clean shaven face and put him on that one so this one is more? I'm like
choices.
Well, as a MCU and Spider-Man Marvel collector, it's like, well, do I do that? Do I spend another $30 on a figure that, well, technically only fits in one little thing and that one series that when he's helping out Daredevil, or do I want him to be the clean shaven look that goes with Spider-Man Brand New Day, I already have that figure. And I could probably maybe 3D print the shotgun, a little bit of paint, maybe a little Sharpie marker to do the painting on it. And there it is. I have my accessories,
Yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, that's kind of the thing. And also, by the way, Maker World, I found these stands on Maker World right here.
Ooh.
And I printed a bunch of these off and I sent them off down to Dre in silk PLA, silk silver. So it made them look more metal. Looked friggin' fantastic.
Do you have any of the Plasma series?
Plasma series, what, Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do they work with that?
Let's find out. Brought to you by Dave's Dimension.
Science.
I grabbed Paul Rudd, but he was kind of hot glued to the to the stand that I had him on. So I'm like, I can't do that.
That's fair. That's fair.
But we have podcast.
Okay.
He works.
Nice.
Yep. He works.
Okay.
He fits, he sits. Now, the cool thing is these files are free on MakerWorld, and there's a set of 4. One is this metal kind of faux pattern, right?
Yep.
Okay. Then they have different patterns, so you can do like a khaki material, make it look like sand. They actually have a sand pattern, so it looks like ground.
Yeah.
There's another one if you get like a wood PLA, looks like a wood bottom. Okay, you don't get this pattern. It just looks like wood material. There's another one that looks like stone. So there's like 4 different patterns you can use.
That's pretty cool.
So you can use it for different figures, but they all have the same kind of foot grip.
Nice.
Now it doesn't work on everything perfectly. Okay. Like, let's see. I'm going to use Can I get a hell yeah?
Stone Cold.
Like, technically, it can work with him, but his feet are a little bit bigger.
Okay.
He's got his sneakers just barely punching through, but it works. But the thing is, like, I don't even need it with him because I usually this is my desk figure, by the way. Everyone's got that desk figure.
Yep.
So like I do customer service, and of all people I have Stone Cold with his beer cooler, and he just stands perfectly on my desk. That's one thing I'll say about a lot of the Mattel wrestling figures. A lot of them don't need stands. Some of them do, but not a lot. So there is that. Let me see here. It does work on McFarlane.
Ooh.
And that's the Flash. So, I mean, like, that works perfectly with just the 1 foot.
That's good.
So, and yeah, people are like, wait a minute, you have McFarlane? Yes, I do. I just don't display them. I'm going to be bringing my McFarlanes out because I bought the Supergirl series, the Supergirl line of figures.
Yep.
So from the movie, so I got, and I can't wait to I still haven't opened up Lobo. I think maybe next week we'll do an unboxing of Lobo. But of course, I've shown you this one before.
Yep.
And I'm going to do some poses with both Superman, David Cornsweat, and also with Millie Alcott's Supergirl. I think there might be some cool poses with them with this.
That'd be cool.
I was thinking of see if I can get like a green kind of PLA, like a translucent, because this is all translucent right here. I mean, I've printed them in white, but I like this translucent because it looks more like ice.
Yeah. No, translucent.
It
looks
really
amazing.
does look more like ice, and I love that because I got the Dave and Corn sweat that comes with Crypto. Yes.
Nice.
I also got the Kara that comes with small Crypto. I got Creme. I got the whole line, but I also got they had Superman Returns. So I had to get our boy, but I also got the Melissa Benoist from CW Supergirl.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy about the sculpt on her.
I haven't seen it. I don't remember. I saw it a long time ago, but yeah, I don't remember it.
And I did actually score this for like $20-something at Walmart.
Nice.
So I did get the Nicholas Hoult Lex Luthor. And I'm going to do the more angry looking Luthor. The other two have face sculpts I'm not crazy about.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
And I don't care about the kaiju, but I'm like, yeah, I'll just get it. Oh. So I did get Mr. Terrific because I really like how he, the look and all the accessories. Because you get the different T-spheres.
Yep.
You get a bunch of different faces right there. So I was like, screw it. I get him. I did get I got Kara with Crypto and Kara without Crypto. Don't kill me. And I think honestly, I actually liked Millie Alcott as Supergirl because she's more of a comic accurate. She has that angstiness, that loss of Argo and of Krypton. She has that memory of it that Kal-El never will have.
Yep.
A lot of people, shat on the movie. I enjoyed the movie thoroughly. It was a James Gunn movie, huh?
I haven't seen it yet.
It has a Guardians 3 kind of vibe because did you ever see Guardians 3?
Yep. Oh yeah.
Okay. So it sounds like your audio is catching up now.
It is. No, I fixed it.
So Guardians 3, Rocket gets injured, gravely injured, like he's about to die. Star-Lord goes on this friggin' tear, like, he's going to do whatever he has to save Rocket, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because Rocket's his best friend.
Yep.
They bicker at each other, but they're friends when it comes down to it. Well, spoiler alert, the movie's been out for a couple months, guys. Calm the down. So Crypto, we see Crypto is in trouble in the beginning of the movie. And Crypto's a smaller dog at this point, right? So what happens is Crypto is injected with a poison. And by these mean bad guys, this Creme guy who's like the bad guy. So what happens is she goes on a tear, like she wants to find out who these people are because these guys are like mercenaries, but they carry the antidote on themselves so they can cure whoever is injected as like a ransom. So she teams up with this young girl whose family was completely slaughtered, yada, yada, yada. They go on this kind of Guardians of the Galaxy, almost kind of like a vibe where they're going to different worlds. Some worlds, Kara has no powers. Because that's what she's doing is the whole premise of this movie was and honestly, there's a really great scene about her being born and growing up on Argo after Krypton was destroyed. Okay. So there's this whole, like, she learned a whole dialogue. To me, I enjoyed the movie. I think a lot of people in a couple of years from now will kind of like look back at it and say, yes, this was a better movie. It's just that people, I think, are kind of stuck in, and nothing against CW Supergirl show, which was a great show and all. But they had her more happy-go-lucky, like, because she grew up on Earth, and she was like 12 or 13 when she was dropped on Earth, and she adopted to that life, and she was a nerdy kind of girl. Our Kara Zor-El is not that way. Okay, whether it was the Justice League or the Superman cartoon, Kara was never that way. Other iterations, Kara was never that way, right? So the Supergirl movie, if those who know the comics know that Supergirl, the way that they did the movie, they wrote her very similar. Like she's turned 21. She wants to go out drinking, but she can't do that with a yellow sun. She can't get drunk, It's like Barry on the CW show, The Flash. He can't get drunk. In one episode, He gets a little buzz, but 30 seconds later, it's gone. Okay, no, 2 episodes he actually felt a buzz, but I mean that's just an example. So let me just pull this up right here. Rick from Left Coast says, "I only got the main character from Hulk Brand New Day. I am sure there will be a Punisher in Brand New Day Wave 2, as there are several villains." Now, here's my thing. I saw the Hulk. The Hulk looks okay. He definitely looks, he looks like the actor who plays him. But I'm gonna play the long game and see if I can wait for him to get priced down. That's just me.
Smart.
But Kara goes on this binge because she wants to go to all these planets with red suns so she can get up. Okay. She wants to get lit. And there's the first planet that she meets this one girl on, who is like on this revenge journey. The girl is. Kara doesn't have her powers, and she beats the out of this one guy. So I mean, she's a fighter even without her powers. But she has a lot of she has the Supergirl outfit not on her but in her ship.
Oh, okay.
And she really doesn't put it on until much later, because she's starting to come to terms with her loss. She's starting to come to terms with, Earth really isn't all that bad, and that she could do a lot of good. Like, there was the whole thing, but the thing is, she doesn't come to that realization until she almost loses Crypto. So it's kind of like, okay, we got this bitter hero who really doesn't fit in anywhere, Star-Lord, Supergirl, and their furry best friend is on their deathbed, and because that's like their closest thing to family. Even though Kara has a cousin, but Clark really doesn't count because he really doesn't know her. But she's had Crypto all this time, so it's that companion, and they go on a mission to take down the big bad. Okay, and not for nothing, Lobo was not necessary for this movie, but Jason Momoa killed it as Lobo. I've talked to a lot of people, and they said that Lobo he wasn't necessary for the story. He didn't serve the story. No. But you plant the seed of him, you establish him in that universe, you can bring him into something later on, or even give his own story.
For sure.
Because I mean, one of the first things that when Jason Momoa did when James Gunn was announced as head of DC, he called him up. He called him up and said, "Hey, the main man, come on." And I'll be honest, he killed it as Lobo. He was fucking hilarious as Lobo.
I could believe it.
Okay.
He was playing Lobo as Aquaman, basically.
I mean, come on. Jason Momoa. I mean, hell, even back on Stargate Atlantis, he was pretty much Lobo.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, let's be honest. Aquaman, he was on Baywatch years ago with very short hair.
Yep.
Just saying, he was already Aquaman back then.
No tattoos.
But when he was I mean, come on, let's be honest. He had the Lobo kind of demeanor on Stargate Atlantis. He was that gruff guy, but he wasn't as big. He was kind of he was muscular, but he wasn't jacked. I mean, he got jacked when he was on his little stints in Game of Thrones. But then when he did Aquaman, yeah, he bulked up. But seriously, him playing Lobo, he was born to play him. It's is he born to play Lobo like Ryan Reynolds is born to play Deadpool? Pretty close.
Really?
I mean, just his demeanor, the voice, and my wife would look at me because I was dying laughing when he's listening to your messages, using the only a comic book fan would understand. Wait a minute, did he just? Someone would say, the casuals would say, did he just mispronounce bastard? No, it's the language in the series. I mean, that's how you can get away with saying bastard in DC.
It's true though.
The bastages. But his motorcycle, friggin' kill. And yes, I did buy the motorcycle. I have the McFarlane cycle. I'm like, you know what? Because for a long time, I put myself on a freeze with McFarlane. Me and McFarlane were not getting along for a good hot minute. But with some of the figures, I'm like, I'm gonna get them, especially since I know it's a wrap after this year with DC and McFarlane. I'm not a fan of the new Mattel. Some of the figures, they look a little kiddie for me.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Now, I did get the Melissa Benoist. It's not bad. I think they could have done a better sculpt with the face.
With the face, yeah. Body and outfit.
I mean, I might just put the Heat Vision face in there. But I mean, it's not bad. I think they did that's how she like looked when she was first cast. She did not really look in that face for the rest of the series, but like, hey, I was like, screw it, I'll get it because I have my Stephen Amell Green Arrow. I have my Grant Gustin Flash, so I kind of need her for the trifecta. Yep. Although I never got my hands on Black Lightning. I still, may keep an eye out for Black Lightning, McFarlane. Because I actually like the DC, the CW DC shows.
It's fair. They're good TV, but they're what they are. They're TV, right?
Batgirl was fumbling all over the place. That's just my personal opinion.
I know stories from behind the scenes, and I'm just like, that whole
Ruby Rose, yeah. So I mean, I've read some stories too, but you probably would know a little bit more. By the way, I love this. I have a DeWalt fan. My wife actually got this through her job. We're like, if she works in construction industry, and if you, if you do training videos, you can earn points and stuff. She earned points, entered a contest, got me this friggin' fan, and this fan will run for hours. Nice. And it's very powerful. It's small. It's portable. When we do events, this is my favorite part. When we do events, we have a tent. I can hang this bad boy up and position it however I like.
Nice.
Oh,
is it loud?
Oh no. Do you hear this?
That's
barely.
Yeah.
That's if I crank it up, but I keep it on low for the most part.
That's fair.
Rick, I hate you. He once saw Melissa downtown. Hey, I never said she wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I hate that she actually married the guy who played Mon-El.
Did she?
Yeah, they're married in real life. They met on the show.
Okay.
Both singing backgrounds. I think they might have both been on Glee at one point because her and Grant were on Glee. But yeah, it's I see. I like her innocent, nerdy Kara, but Millie Alcott, to me, she really did justice playing, no pun intended, playing Kara Zor-El, because she did a comic book accurate. And let's be honest, James Gunn did not necessarily direct it, but he had, he was producing it. He probably had a lot of writing influences on it because yeah. But I don't think he did wrong. I think he did good.
Yep.
I liked her Kara. My wife liked her Supergirl. We both enjoyed the film because I kept my wife was because she heard me saying I really don't last year when we saw Superman. I was not psyched for it.
Oh no, I liked her in Superman.
Well, no, I'm talking about the actual movie. I was not psyched for the Superman movie at all because one, another reboot. We're starting Superman all over again. This is the second time in
10 years?
Yeah, 10, 15 years or something like that. No, it might have been 2009 was the first Man of Steel, because Cavill did he did Man of Steel, then he did Batman v Superman, then we had Justice League. So we had three titles if you don't count the small cameo in Shazam. If we don't count that, I mean, so he played, but they spaced it out. Cavill's appearances were spaced out, so it is a longer period of time. But the thing was, I was not a fan of the Superman suits, the panel lining on the padding and stuff. I was not a fan of how the suit was looking. I didn't mind the new S logo, which is more kind of Kingdom Come, kind of I didn't mind that, and I didn't mind having the trunks back.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Hey, 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 hey.
DJ.
baby, baby. But I wasn't a fan of. Was not a big fan of like how the suit was looking. It looked more padded. It looked like it looks like somebody. It looks like some kid's pajamas. You
I'll
know.
give you that. I'll give you in pictures. It definitely looked
Yeah.
like that. To me,
Okay.
it looked like that. It came across better on film than it did in pictures.
Yeah. I mean, I was not crazy about it. Okay. And I'll be honest, his Clark is a little bit too. What's the right word I'm looking for? Because I've watched the old George Reeves, Christopher Reeves. I mean, I can watch Christopher Reeves movies his Superman movies over and over again. Yes, including Superman for the Search for Peace.
It's your favorite film of his?
The Quest for Peace. No, thanks. No, honestly, Superman 1 and 2, I love those. Superman 3, I like that one, just for the sheer fact that I don't. Where do I have? I don't have in a reachable spot, but I have both him, and I also have Dark Superman with the faded colors in his stubble. So I have both figures. Okay. McFarlane did a good job with these. I think these were pretty good for the most part. You know, and yes, I keep him with holding the green crystal because, I mean, that says it all to me.
Okay, real quick, give me your take on that S kind of thing on a very similar suit but updated, but just with that S.
Well, I mean, we kind of had this shrunk down a little bit on the Superman Returns, right?
Right. No, but it was shrunken down. I want that S, that size on a new suit.
Now, I did like this from McFarlane, which is that Kingdom Come kind of, but a lot more militarized or a little bit more minimalist, modernized suit.
Yep.
Because obviously you got the hair here.
Yep.
I mean, personally, like if I was going to be Superman, I like this suit. I really do love this kind of. I love the Kingdom Come look right there. You know, but like to me, this is classic.
Yeah.
Okay, like this is slightly raised, but I wish that we had the S was actually raised.
Yeah.
You know,
I'll give you that.
I wish this was raised, but it's not. But I still like this. I still like this a lot. That S on like if we swapped it on the Corn Sweat.
Yep.
I think that would still work. I
think it would work too. That's why I'm like, when I saw that S, I was like, I didn't like it at first, and I was wishing for that, but that suit and that S grew on me, if that makes sense.
And I mean, come on, we have the proper trunks on Reeve. You know,
yep.
He was like what 6'4", 6'2".
Yeah,
you know?
Somewhere in there.
There you go. So you're admitting staring at Henry's ass. No, maybe his S. There you go. See, that was another thing. When his logo came out, I wasn't crazy about it. Henry Cavill's S, more because that's more alien-like, and he had more, and that's like the first time we had like a fully proper textured suit.
Yeah.
I mean, it was fully textured, so it was something different. And in retrospect, I do appreciate his Superman.
Yeah,
because his Superman, I don't want to say emo, but he was more angsty.
Yes,
especially at that one diner in like near the Arctic where he was working, or Alaska or whatever, when he threw those those wooden poles through the guy's semi truck after he was being a total d-bag. So I mean,
what happened? I swear.
Hey,
big gust of wind.
It was a different take on it, and I have nothing but respect for him. I can't wait to see his Highlander. I can't wait to see the Voltron project. I want to know exactly who he's going to be playing in it. Is he going to be Randor? Is he going to be Keith? Who is he going to be? Is he going to, who is he going to be? So please don't be Sven. Don't be Sven.
No, he's playing Voltron.
He's Voltron.
He's just the robot. That's it.
He's just the robot. You're buzzing to flies like me. Like, what if he wasn't even a good guy? What if he was like Zarkon? That
be
would
an
just
interesting
flip the freaking script. And I mean, let's be honest. I mean, he was Geralt. He was Geralt of Rivia. You know, our Witcher.
I liked him in Witcher.
He was freaking fantastic in Witcher.
Yeah.
But like I mean, with him, like I would, you know, let's be honest. He was a very cool badass in the Mission Impossible movie.
Yes. Oh, 100%.
Like when he's like reloading his arms, like I'm like, whoa, just whoa. I'm like, he
do it again.
I mean, come on. I'm excited for his. I want to see his take on Connor McLeod.
Yes.
I really do.
Yeah.
Although I'm not totally sold on Dave Bautista's Kurgan, if that's who he's playing, because he's playing a priest, and we've had a priest villain in Highlander once before. Highlander Endgame.
Mm.
The villain was a priest who was turned and who was killed, and he came back as an immortal. Had a whole crusade against Connor McLeod.
Yep.
And also Duncan MacLeod. It's not the greatest of the Highlander movies. I mean, let's be honest, the greatest Highlander movie is part 1. It's always going to be the first one. Sequels never do well, especially with Highlander, because Highlander 2, first they rewrote it so that the mortals were aliens. Then they did the Renegade version, which I actually have, which is where they corrected everything by saying that, no, they're not aliens. They're from the distant future, thrown back in time to battle. It's the best. If you're going to re-edit a movie, that's the best you can do.
Yeah.
Okay. Unlike Justice League, when we get the Snyder cut, that was a major improvement. I don't care who you are. Hey, Captain. Got Captain Spaulding popping through the chat. Hope you're feeling well. Hope your treatments are doing well. He's actually battling. He's going through a battle of cancer right now. So if you guys are looking to support him, you can go ahead and check him out on Instagram. Go ahead and look up Captain Spaulding. Go ahead and check out Ruben. Thoughts and prayers are with you. But it's Superman. It's one of those properties. It's kind of hard to do. I mean, let's be honest. He's always going to be the GOAT.
Yeah, and he has to be.
He's always going to be the GOAT because he was also the voice of teenage Clark. They dubbed his voice over the actor who actually played the teenage high school version of Clark.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So if you go back, you can, like, if you listen to it, you can almost hear like the dub over it.
Yeah.
The way they kind of dubbed it, the way that they did the ADR on there, because you can hear it sounds like because the actor who played teenage Clark was different. He was, he had a different voice, but you can tell that is Christopher Reeve's voice.
Yeah.
Okay. But I mean, like the way he played Clark Kent, and the way he played Superman, like he played that Clark Kent was his disguise.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he wasn't goofy. He had say, the Richard Donner during the first 2 movies, he listened to all of his inputs. The Sarkellans, in the later movies, he was contracted, so it was like, well, doing it for the paycheck basically, but he still had input. I mean, I think Superman 3 and Superman 4 could have been far, far worse if he didn't voice himself. This is a Juilliard actor. He was in Juilliard, and there were other people that he went to school with at Juilliard that we know in the superhero world. Kevin Conroy went to Juilliard with him. And of course, who was one of his roommates at Juilliard? Robin Williams, who we almost had as the Riddler, which I would have freaking loved to have seen.
That would have been interesting to have seen.
I mean, I would have loved. I think people say that Jim Carrey flipped the script on Riddler. No, Jim. Even if he asked Jim Carrey, he would have said no. Robin would have killed it. Robin would have took it to a new level, like Heath Ledger took the Joker.
Yeah.
Nothing against Nicholson, nothing against Cesar Romero, he's Joker. You can't touch Joker after that. I mean, I did not see the Joker movie with what's his name, Joaquin Phoenix, but I'm like, you can't touch the Joker for a long time after that. The only other person who could touch the Joker in that way, no pun intended, Mark Hamill.
Yep.
You know, him and Kevin Conroy, they so many generations now. When you read comics, you read a story, you look at a certain image. I mean, when I read comics, I'm thinking Kevin Conroy is Batman, Batman and Bruce Wayne. Or think about this. Think about. I mean, Mark Hamill's the Joker in the animated series. I mean, those two played those characters longer than anybody else.
It's true.
Okay, hell, even Tim Daly played Superman on Superman the animated series, Justice League, and many of the movies thereafter. You know, I mean, those guys, they sometimes the audio actors do such a great job. Hell, Michael Rosenbaum as Wally West. He played Barry. He did play Barry. I think they redid it as him as Wally at some point. But I mean, like, he was great as the Flash. You know, there's just some people that they're just meant to play those characters. I think Millie Alcott did a great job as Supergirl. And here's something I found out. Apparently, one of the reasons why she's not wearing the Supergirl outfit in most of the movie, the suit was actually, it's a little too snug for her, and it was causing compression burns on her body.
Right.
Which, to me, when I read that story, and this is admitted by her in some interviews, and then they kind of backpedaled it a little bit. To me, that suggests that the suit was not made for her. They had someone else, and then someone else must have backed out of it. And then, I mean, come on, let's face it, movie studio, hey, we made this suit and it cost maybe $100 million to make, or let's say 80 million or whatever, or 80,000 or whatever it was, right? Oh, we're not going to have this actress. Let's make it so that she can fit into this one now.
It's fair. Like, so,
but I don't know who they would have done, though, because I mean, we had a couple years between the Flash movie and before Supergirl, right?
Yeah.
We had like a year or two between James Gunn taking over DC. I mean, personally, I would love to see Sasha take on continuing Supergirl, but obviously, he wanted to clean the board and start over.
Yep.
I can't fault him for that. I mean, if I were to walk into a failing restaurant and take it over, am I going to keep the menu? Probably not.
Fair.
Okay, you're gonna have people complaining. Hey, I loved how so and so made this or how so and so made that. I'm like, well, nothing against the menu, but it wasn't profitable enough. So we're gonna start and we're gonna do a brand new rebrand. We're gonna start over. We're gonna start everything from scratch. I don't want to be known for Johnny's recipe. I want to be known for my recipes because this is my place now.
Yeah.
No, so
for sure.
I can see that. Was I a fan of that? No, because we had an established new universe after the Snyder Cut. It was bringing people. It was kind of like refocusing the fans. But then, we're going to remove all your pieces off the board. We're going to start off with a brand new board now.
Yeah.
It is what it is. And personally, one good shining light is we got rid of Ezra Miller as Flash. I hated his Flash. His Flash was cringe. Babies and microwaves. Need I say more? The only good thing about the Flash movie was Supergirl, Sasha Calle, and also bringing back Michael Keaton. I mean, come on. I still would love to see Michael Keaton come back if they did a Batman Beyond.
Yes. 100%.
I mean, he looks like Bruce now.
Yeah.
Maybe not hunched over, but I mean, he'd be perfect as future Bruce Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a few actors that maybe we could pick to play Terry McGinnis. but I think you're better off with an unknown. You need an unknown who can fight, who can do some martial arts, but maybe not too much martial arts that looks too perfect.
Yep.
You need someone who can do some fighting that is, but the fighting can still, it should still look stumbled, unrefined. Okay. I'm a big Batman Beyond fan. Okay.
Now, question for you then, though.
Yes.
Would you want Terry to be his clone then still, or no?
I think that still works.
Yeah.
I think it still works because epilogue doesn't really take place until years and years later.
Right.
Okay. So it might not even be something that you even touch
upon.
base on, but you could leave sprinkles of
Yep.
maybe when Bruce is telling backstories, maybe you see an Amanda Waller in the background or someone with from Cadmus, maybe stealing a little blood sample here or a little DNA sample there,
Little
I mean,
bits every now and again.
You
I
know,
wouldn't exclaim it.
you could have sprinkles of it
Yeah.
to allude to it. And if it does succeed and you have more sequels down the line, maybe that is something where you can then bring to the forefront,
Yep.
I would love to see them because in the comics, when Terry actually finally comes across, Dick Grayson. I mean, there's some amazing Batman Beyond stories there. There's even some where Terry goes back in time
Mhm.
to stop the OMAC virus because it's taken over the heroes of the past. I mean, there's a lot of different crazy stuff you can do. But I would love to see them do a Batman Beyond story. Give us a live action Batman Beyond. I mean, Warner Brothers, with what you did with The Flash, you could have spent that money and gave us a killer, kick ass Batman Beyond. And how about this? Will Friedle could play Terry's father.
That'd be cool to see.
Okay. Like a flashback or something. You could have him put some makeup on him to age him, because I mean, he's like our age,
Yeah.
He could play a father, a father of a teen, like a 18, 17-year-old, maybe a 19-year-old, We can even throw Terry as maybe a college student now. You could do different things so he's not like, because I mean, you're kind of like in the Tom Holland situation.
Yeah.
Where you have a 20-year-old playing a teenager and now like he's 30 playing what, 24, 25. So I mean, people can age fast, and that's the problem. So maybe if you establish him as a college student, as a freshman, his father's killed when he's a senior graduating, right before graduation, and then he's dealing with that angst while he's at Neo Gotham University, and that's when him and Dana, there's something, the altercation with the Jokers, and that's when he comes across Bruce Wayne.
Would be cool.
I could see that. I mean, come on, give Michael Keaton Ace, give him Bat Dog. Come on. I would love to see, and plus, here's the thing: I would want them to have either have the mansion like it was in the original Batman movie, or make it so it's more like it was in Batman the Animated Series. Like, give us that clock.
Yes.
Give us that
clock.
perfect clock. Come on, just. And you know what? They could blend a few of the different multiverses together. Like, what if obviously the actor who played Michael Keaton's Alfred is dead. We lost him many years ago.
Yep.
However, what if you had Jeremy Irons as in some flashbacks? You could have him as Alfred. It's a thing. It's a thing you could do. There's some things you could do with that. But like, I would love, I would love a Batman Beyond movie. At least, I mean, come on, they made a Batgirl movie, but they didn't finish it. Hopefully, they kind of say, hey, let's just release it. Let's just finish it up. Let's finish the editing, polish what we need to do, finish the editing, and just release it.
Yeah.
And who knows? It might actually be really good. And plus, here's one of my greeds about it. We got Keaton in there.
Yeah.
I personally, I want more Keaton. He was our live action Batman. Nothing against Affleck. I thought, he was an interesting Batman. He was. Okay. Now, I don't mean interesting in a bad way. I mean interesting in, I wish we would have got more of him. I mean,
I
we didn't get that much Bruce Wayne of him.
No.
Whereas with Christian Bale, we got to see a lot of his Bruce, more of his Bruce than we ever saw in any other iterations.
We saw more
Of
Bruce and
Batman.
Batman with him.
Yeah.
Right? Like
You know, like Batman Begins, it was all about Bruce's journey.
Mhm.
You know, it was him becoming Batman. You know,
Mhm.
I mean, let's be honest. We saw more Bruce in that one movie than we saw in multiple movies. Okay, and I'm sorry. Rest in peace, Val Kilmer. I did not like his Bruce. Did not like his Bruce one bit. And George Clooney, brother, no. It's just it wasn't my jam. It was not my jam, not one bit.
Yeah.
But I mean that's the thing. It's like but this week I'm excited for Spider-Man.
Mhm.
Brand new day, and yes, I will be staying till the end of the credits. You bet your ass I will, because there's going to be something
Good.
about Doomsday. You're going to have sprinkles of Doomsday.
Yeah. There has
I
to be
mean,
something.
And by the way, I'm calling it right now. Daredevil does appear. I'm calling it right now. How are you going to show us Spider-Man at a prison fighting the friggin' Hands in a prison and tell us that you're not going to have Daredevil in there? Plus, we got Punisher. We got friggin' Punisher. Now, here's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that like they give us a little flashback to Frank and Spidey meeting during the Daredevil series when Fisk was mayor of the city and he was taken over, because there was a subtle reference to masked heroes in New York City fighting back, and I'm going to bet that it was Peter.
Yeah.
Peter probably saved Frank at one point, and they kind of had developed a kind of like a weird kind of partnership, a periodic partnership from time to time. You know.
See, I don't know if they actually can or not.
Well,
Like,
here's the thing.
because legally, they can't. Like, they don't have control over Kingpin. For like Sony doesn't have.
No, but they don't have to say Kingpin. But they can say, hey, when the mayor's office was hunting down vigilantes or masked heroes, they could loosely say that without dropping Fisk's name.
Yeah.
They could reference the previous mayor's term without dropping a specific name, right?
Yeah.
So they can do that. Plus, this is a Sony movie, but we have Punisher. Punisher is Marvel Disney.
Yep.
So I mean, there's
crossover for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we had Strange.
Yeah.
In the last Spider-Man movie,
I just there's a legal battle for Kingpin. That's going on.
Yeah. So, I mean, I get that they can't have we can't have D'Onofrio in there. I would love to see a battle with like D'Onofrio versus Spider-Man. Give us
kill for that.
Give us Alistair Smythe. Give us a freaking Spider Slayer. Come on.
Yes.
I mean, like, I loved Spider-Man the animated series from the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of my favorites. I grew up with Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, don't get me wrong. But Spider-Man the animated series from the 90s, just how they did the stories.
Yeah.
I mean, they really drove home to the kids watching the cartoon that Peter's on his own. Peter's life is crap.
Mm.
Trying to sell pictures to the Daily Bugle so that he could get money to make his webbing and repair his costume. Or like there was the one episode where he revealed his identity to a kid, but it ends up being a home for terminally ill children. Yep. I mean, they did some heart-wrenching stuff. Every time, like, you get the will they, won't they with MJ. And then finally it ends with like Madam Web taking him on a multiversal journey to find the real MJ.
Yep.
I mean, they did some like the Neogenic Nightmare series in that arc in the cartoon. Yes. When he's turning into Man Spider, and Craven of all people is the one who comes to his aid, and you got Punisher going after him. I mean, they even had Blade in there.
Mm-hmm.
We got Blade in the cartoon before we got Blade in the movies.
Yep.
And I mean, let's be honest, having Morbius in there, that was better than the movie. But seriously, speaking of the Morbius movie, I thought Matt Smith was a great villain in that movie. He was
Yeah.
a playful, fun villain. Like when he's
Yep.
dancing around and he's killing people. I mean, it was it was great. He hates that movie with a passion. Matt Smith does. But I mean, like, I'm excited to see it, but I'm calling the hand right now because we had the actor who plays Daredevil say that he wasn't going to be in No Way Home. He was in No Way Home.
Yep.
You know, we've had actors say that, hey, I'm not in this film. We've had them show up. I mean, in the original trailer for No Way Home, they digitally removed Toby and Andrew. And not for nothing, don't hate me for this. Andrew's my that's my Spidey. That's my live action Spider-Man.
Yep.
I gravitate more towards him than I do Toby Maguire. Okay?
I'll give you that.
Don't get me wrong. Tom Holland Spider-Man, I love him. I love his arc. And he's done more Spider-Man movies than anyone else has right now. Because we had Civil War, Avengers Civil War, right? Or Captain America Civil War, right?
Yep.
Then we had Infinity War, where we had Infinity War and Endgame. That's 3 Marvel movies right there. Then we have 3 Spider-Man movies. That's 6 movies that he's appeared as Spider-Man in. Okay. Now we're going to have our 7th film. He's appeared in more Spider-Man or more Marvel than a lot of other actors have. Well, obviously not
RDJ, but
RDJ or Cap, you know. Because let me see Cap. Let's see how many movies have we seen Cap in? Captain America, First Avenger, Civil War. We had the Iron Winter Soldier. That's 3. Then we had Thor, Dark World, because he appeared as a cameo because Loki materialized as him. So that's 4.
yeah.
We had all the Avengers movies. So he's definitely beat Tom right there. But RDJ, I mean, other than like the core Avengers, I mean, for the most part, I mean, Tom Holland, he's done more Spidey than anything else. You know?
Yeah.
And he's also voiced Spider-Man at Disney at the Avengers campus.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So, I mean, they've done a lot. I get that he wants to kind of do other stuff, and I can't fault him for that.
Oh, for sure.
Although I think it's friggin' hilarious that in the Odyssey you have him, Joe Barenthal, and Zendaya.
All together.
Like, I don't have any urge to see that movie.
No? I'm
mean-
curious about it, but yeah.
I will. My wife wants to see it. We'll see it when it comes on digital on streaming. But I don't have like a dog in a race, so to speak, or horse in a race. You know,
Sure.
because I think of Odyssey. I don't think of Tom Holland. You know,
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
I don't think of Tom Holland. But you know, that's not to say that he can't do it. I just like I've only personally seen him as Peter Parker.
Yeah.
So is it a typecast? Oh no, I did see him in what was that? Was it the Charter film, based on the video game
Oh,
with
Uncharted.
Nathan Drake? Yeah, Uncharted.
Yep.
He was. I enjoyed him in that. I thought he was good. I thought he was good. Thought he was likable in it. It feels a little too on the news that his wife joins him in the movie, and his kind of like almost like an uncle Joe Barenthal shows up. Because did you know that they recorded each other's Marvel audition tapes? Because they were on a project together years ago,
Of course.
and you know it's like, you know, so they're good friends, and actually they just did an episode of The Hot Ones.
Yeah. I can believe that.
So I mean, it's, you know, they're buddies. They're buddies.
Oh, for sure.
But I'm calling, like I said, I'm calling like the whole thing with like him mutating. I'm thinking Neogenic Nightmare. Are we going to see him turn into Man Spider at some point?
I hope so. I hope
Because
so.
I mean, there's talk about like you see him like mutating like his all black eyes.
Yep.
I'm like thinking, is this that little bit of symbiote that was left in our universe? Did it finally find him? Or is this something where, like, some people think that Zendaya is going to get the symbiote. There's like MJ is going to be the symbiote that she gets to host.
It'd be interesting to see, but like we've also seen the female Venom already, so it's like,
Yeah,
do we need to see it again?
But- but a different like we don't know if is it going to be like is it going to be the Venom? Is it going to be a different take of Venom? Because obviously
Yeah.
different Venoms, different universes, and the whole thing is that Venom knew that Peter was Peter Parker, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And some people did a viral little video where they explained that there's a reason why that Venom, why Sony Venom knew that he was Spider-Man, because the Venom symbiote is hive minds through all multiverse.
yeah,
So because of the Topher Grace Venom from Toby's Spider-Man 3 knew that Peter Parker was Spider-Man, that's how this Venom knows that Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
yep,
Okay. Plus, if technically speaking, if the symbiote did merge with whomever, then they would know that Peter Parker and Spider-Man are the same person. A loophole around the spell from Doctor Strange, just like a lot of people think that Hulk is going to remember that Peter Parker is Spider-Man because it was that way in the comics. Bruce Banner didn't know, but Hulk did.
Hulk, but they've never met.
Well, I mean, if Banner's knowledge was retained in Hulk, there is a way.
But did Banner Did Banner
Which
meet?
Spider-Man will be in Avengers Doomsday? Well, apparently, according to the speculation, we're at least getting Tobey Maguire, and we'll probably get Andrew Garfield. Well, in Doomsday, I don't know. I heard that in Secret Wars, we're getting them. We're getting the guys back. We're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Rumor has it we're getting both, Andrew and Tobey. But it'd be interesting. I mean, personally, I am praying to God because I want to see that scene where Peter comes face to face with RDJ's Doomsday or Doctor Doom. I want to see that face. I want to see him just completely freak out and just lose his shit. I want to see that.
Yeah.
I want to see that like it's nobody's damn business. Because that would, like, of all the things to break Peter, being erased from his world and everyone that he knows and loves. That's one thing.
Yeah.
Losing Aunt May made him want to kill Norman Osborn. And he would be justified in doing so, let's be honest. But the next most crushing thing, other than losing MJ, him losing Aunt May, but like imagine if he lost MJ. That would destroy him. But I think him coming face to face with a villain, a superpowered villain who looks like the person who is mentoring him, who is almost a surrogate uncle or father. That would just destroy him on so many levels, especially with how much he was stressed out when he was gifted the Edith glasses. When he was handed the keys to the Stark Industries, basically.
Yeah.
When he was handed that, he was dealing with so much how do I live up to that? How do I be an Avenger? How do I be the next Tony Stark? I can't, But then to come face to face with the person who he idolized as a villain, and some people are saying that Doom is not an actual villain. Some people have a theory that Doom is trying to stop the multiverses from collapsing. So there's a lot of different theories out there, but I think,
I'm curious to see it. Right?
Oh yeah. I mean, personally, we're at least going to get Tom Holland in Doomsday. We know we're getting him in Doomsday. And here's the thing: if the Avengers are back, does that mean they still have all the files for like the Iron Spider and other suits? Because technically speaking, they don't know who Peter Parker is, but they know Spider-Man was an Avenger. They know that they'll remember that that Spider-Man fought in Endgame. They know that he showed up in Civil War. Right?
Yeah. Yep.
So I mean, and here's another thing. Cap wasn't there during the spell.
Yep, I'll give you that. So
Cap was not there during the spell. So Steve Rogers might know that he's Peter Parker. I'm
Yep.
just saying. Because that spell happened when he wasn't around, and now he'll be around. Will he be retroactively affected by it? I don't think so. He's a time traveler. He's out of the equation.
yeah,
You would think that if if for some reason, if Doctor Strange had a time stone, would that, here's another thing. I think Loki would know who Peter is.
I would think so too.
He's the king of stories.
Yep, he would have all that information.
He is one with the multiverse, so he could have that knowledge. How about I don't know if Thor I don't think actually interacted with him. Maybe at the funeral of Stark.
Yeah,
But I mean, here's one thing. I wouldn't mind seeing the kid from Iron Man 3 show up in his own suit.
that'd be.
He showed up at the funeral.
He did. He was there.
Harley,
Yeah.
come on. So I mean, yeah, there's a lot of things, but like, yeah, we're definitely going to see Tom Holland. Will we see the other Spideys? I don't know. There's the other David. These are Daves I know. He's actually local to me. David's Life. He does some vlogging videos, goes all over Western New York, checking out like car shows and morning coffees and just hangouts at his house. There you go. We got David's Life. I'm actually going to be wrapping this up because a lot of us will probably be jumping over to is Generation X-Wing doing a show tonight?
They are.
Okay. Yeah, 15 minutes, 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. And there's already two people there
Yeah, I'm there.
waiting. I'm betting one of them is the greatest hype man in the business.
Woo!
Yeah, VJ baby, right? No, I'm kidding.
Ouch! Ouch! Shots
Ouch.
fired. VJ is there though.
Ladies and gentlemen, ghost heads from around the world, Generation Action Podcast. You see, one of these days they gotta get you to actually do the voice, but do it like. Were you a wrestling fan?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, you get to do it like Road Dogg. Generation X-Wing proudly presents the Road Dogg.
Billy James, the badass Billy Gunn.
Come on. I'm sure Jamie and the guys would be totally down if like they could do something like that and just play the audio each time. That would just
Would be jokes.
mic drop. Mic drop.
Let's go. Pre-game show.
Stone Cold. Someone
That's
comes in with JR. No, here. This is what you do. You have Doc from Tools and Talent holding his bottle of hot sauce like JR. Stone Cold. That's how you do it. There you go. Free thoughts, and free influence right there. You know, courtesy of Dave's Dimension. That's a gift to you guys. Go ahead, take it. Generation X-Wing podcast.
Right.
And by the way, those who are still watching, something insane is happening with Dave's Dimension right now. I am 9 away from hitting 3,000.
Let's go.
3,000. Now, I've not been making a lot of content, been doing some videos here and there, but still, it's like I'm almost at 3,000.
You can do
That is friggin' scary. I never
can get
thought
to
I'd. At one point, I never thought I'd hit 100 subscribers, let alone 1,000, let alone almost at $3,000. I will have to do a Mr. 3000 video,
Yes.
a la Bernie Mac. I'll do a baseball bat and trying to hit a home run, something like that. It's a movie, guys. Go ahead and watch it. But no, I'm trying to come up with a few different things I can do to, with the balance of everything. I still got to finish cleaning up the room here. I've done a lot of cleaning. But I still got to do a few more things. Got to do some cleaning. I got to bring the McFarlane figures out of hiding, and I got some shelving I can put them in. And I'm going to Steel City Con on August 7th or 8th, something like that. But my fear is, I once bought a hot toy the last time I went to Steel City Con several years back. Bought the Flash hot toy from the CW Flash Grant Gustin season 1 and 2. And I'm afraid I'm going to see a Spider-Man hot toy there.
Do it.
I do have access to a brand new credit card. I'm trying not to do it, but if I see something, I might be forced to.
Do it.
We will see what happens. We will see what happens. But also, last time we went to Steel City Con, me and Mrs. Dimension, she got a tattoo because they had tattoo artists there, and she actually got Michael Rooker to autograph her wrist right here.
Nice.
Maybe I'll do something this time around. I mean, I did finally get some ink.
Nice.
Got the Buffalo Ghostbusters. Got a little bit of lightning action going on here. You know, who knows? We'll see what happens. We'll see. But I'm going to try and record as much as I can. You know, some cons get real funny about you trying to record when you're in line, trying to go up to the guests. I'm going to see if I can get. You know, I'm going to have my action camera, but see if I can turn off the front screen.
Put some tape over it.
Well, here's the thing. The great thing about the DJI camera, I can actually turn off the front display and still have it recording.
Oh.
And if it's like on my little shoulder thing, my little strap holder, you can't really see if it's running or not if the front screen is off.
It's fair.
At least I'm pretty sure I can do that. So we'll see what happens. And I printed this on Maker World. Right. I did not do PETG. This is all PLA, but you know, it's holding up pretty damn well. Although that is a gripe I have with some people. They will put files up, but they won't say what hardware you need. I had to play around with different sizes and finally got the right size ones for this one and my GoPro one. So, but sure. I'm going to wrap things up. Guys, gals, Ghostbusters and ghost heads, freaks and geeks, and all those in between. Dave's Dimensions daily Dimension downloads will be returning maybe once or twice a month. We're just hanging out, shooting the breeze with anyone and everyone. Ooh, there you go. DJI Osmo 3. I have the Action 5. I got this because of Hey Archer, and I've used this, and I've had some really great results with this. I wish I had the finances for a DJI Osmo 3. You know, I was actually There's a knockoff ones on Temu or AliExpress that I've been looking at for like $30, $40. I'm sure they're not the perfect quality, but they might be doable in some situations. I was actually going to do 1 or 2 streams where I use this as my webcam
camera.
Yeah, which you can do. And I did buy some generic batteries, and these batteries will run like nobody's business. They will last for. They are insanely well. The generic ones.
Send me a link.
Well, I got them on Amazon for DJI. These actually came with. They came with 3 batteries.
Not bad.
So a charger with batteries, and then I have the actual battery that came with it. USB Type-C works perfectly fine. Nice. I love it. But guys, I'm going to let you guys go. It was on sale 3 years ago, or last year's model. Oh, there you go. Nice. Hey, I'm perfectly fine buying 1 or 2, 3 years back. I mean, my GoPro I got was a GoPro 11, and where are they on right now? 15 or 16? I've only had mine for about 2 years. You don't have to get the brand spanking new. I mean, when I got my DJI Action 5, I got this on eBay for a very, very good price. And they were coming out with the DJI Action 6. I'm fine with this. I mean, Archer showed the footage that he did. I'm like, you sold me on this. And then I got the cage for it and everything. Small rig. I'm a big fan of small rig and newer when it comes to the inexpensive products. This is all metal.
Nice.
Protects this perfectly. And this is magnetic here and here. And you got your threaded ports on the side and on the bottom.
That's good.
I swear by new rig. And I also have a device that connects onto the back of my iPhone. Magnetic. And it actually is a power bank. So I can charge up my phone. It has magnetic connector on it. And it actually has like actual switches like you would have on a camera for zooming in and out taking photos, and it has a magnetic light that connects right onto it. Friggin' fantastic.
That's pretty
It
good.
was on sale last year's model. Yeah. Check out my World Cup videos. Oh, definitely. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead and check out Left Coast Graphics, because we all know that the best coast is the left coast. So go ahead and please check out Rick. He does some amazing Star Wars art. I mean, please go ahead and check out Rick from Left Coast Graphics. He not just that. I mean, he's an amazing collector. Good. He's a friend of the channel. Please go ahead and check him out. Show him some love. Not that kind of love. You got to pay for that. Got to buy him dinner for that. Come on, guys. But no, go ahead and please check out Left Coast Graphics. He also has his Cartel store online where you can buy all his designs, whether you're a Star Wars fan or just a retro fan. He's got t-shirts. He's got everything and anything you could possibly think of. So go ahead and please check him out, guys. By the way, that is the end of the stream. We are at 10:23. We've gone for about an hour and a half. Thank you, David, or Tony, for joining us. You're going to be hopping over to the Generation X-Wing podcast in the chat, keeping everybody in line. You're going to be pseudo HR for now, right?
Exactly.
But guys, until next time, please, if you like this stream, hit like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. My producer is telling me to hit follow. No, I don't have a producer. I'm my own producer, guys. But guys, I'm going to be releasing some new videos coming soon. I do want to check out. I want to do that test on the variable filter and see how well that actually works in the light. I'm also going to play with a few different filters, because when you go to a con, you hate having to get that glare on cases. I'm going to try and see if I can figure out a setting that will help reduce that to get better views on when you go to a con. But I will be doing a vlog video on the way going out to Steel City Con, because me and Mrs. Dimension are leaving that Friday. We're going to be staying Friday to Saturday, and then Saturday to Sunday, and then driving back home Sunday.
Nice.
So it's going to be a nice little weekend getting out of the place. And the funny thing is, the last time we went to Steel City Con, I was dressing up as a Ghostbuster, and she was dressing up as a Ravager. And guess what we're dressing up as again? There you go. We're repeating it from 2022. Still going to have a little bit of fun, because we're meeting Karen Gillian, Amy Pond of Doctor Who.
The Ravagers are coming.
So it should be interesting. Like, we were originally going there for Jenna Coleman. Clara. No, seriously, my wife had a Clara cosplay that she was going to do. She was really psyched about it, and it fell through because, well, no Jenna. Oh, well, it happens. Next time. Who knows? I was almost hoping they're going to get Matt Smith with Amy and Rory. I'm like,
that would have been. And
good. Plus, if they would have had Jenna Coleman, they were all companions of 11, and then Jenna went on to companion with 12, and then after her tenure ended, they moved on with Bill Potts. But we'll see what happens. But guys, I want to thank Tony for popping through the chat, and on the screen. Woo. Rick from Left Coast Graphics, David's Life. We had Captain Spaulding pop through the chat. Thank you for coming through. Hope the chemo that you're starting helps out. He's battling some cancer, so thoughts and prayers. Please go ahead and check up Captain Spaulding on the Instagrams. We also had Mega Demon or Rogue Demon Collects popping through the chat. We had Hey Archer, Millennium Workshop. Thank you all for popping through. I know it's been a while since I did a live. It's been months, literally months, maybe 3 or 4 months now. I think the last live I did was Stream for the Cure. That was about 3 or 4 months ago. So it's been a while. I haven't been doing lives, but we'll see what happens. But guys, until next time, this is Dave from Dave's Dimension saying keep on busting. And you know what I'm going to say. I say it every single time. I will always, always catch you on the flip side. Take care, guys.